did my research in Columbia, the best of school. And the title is called Computational Machine Learning. And in this ever-growing age where knowledge is more readily stored in computers than in books, Con Edison has placed computers as a valuable tool in discovering patterns, information, and finding cause and effect relationships. Computational machine learning, it combines all these data and sources and looks for patterns and data to predict future outcomes based on past performances. Now, what does this all say? An example of computational machine learning, instead of looking at isolated characteristics of pieces of equipment as indicators of potential for failures, machine learning can look at contributions of simple characteristics, weigh the importance of those contributions, and combine them into a more accurate, reliable indicator. What this is basically saying is, for instance, say someone has a flat tire, instead of the mechanic or the driver looking at the tires as isolated characteristics, computational machine learning will look at the whole car to get a better, more accurate understanding of why there was a flat tire. Now, this is an example for you to better comprehend the research that tasks. What is Con Edison? Con Ed stands for Con Edison, and Con Edison is one of the largest investors. It owns energy companies in the United States with approximately $14 billion in annual revenues and $33 billion in assets. Most of you already know where Con Edison is, so Con Edison and the Columbia Research. The Edison project has been working in conjunction with Columbia to develop machine learning and rank different types of equipment based on the likelihood of failures. Con Edison and Columbia have been working for years. This is actually the third year that they have this beautiful program. What is remote desktop? It's another tool involved in computational machine learning. And the term remote desktop refers to a software or an OS feature that allows graphical applications to be run remotely on the server while being displayed locally. All this multifunctional network can mirror one computer's graphical display onto another computer, basically. And we used, with our remote learning, we're using Windows XP, Vista, and Server 2003/2008. Yeah. This is an example. This is an example of what we're doing. This will take us directly to the Con Edison program, so we could start our research in the program, and basically we had the tools that Con Edison had to predict whether or not there will be future blackouts based on the history. Asset visualization. It's a drop-down option for the toolbar of Con Edison, for the Edison project. Lean on the website. That's the website that we're on during this whole program. And this selection generates valuable qualities, images that are similar to a visual perception. Such images are produced based on certain areas in New York. So for instance, we did Queens and Bronx. These images are there for the location that is selected through several drop-down options. We also used Google Earth throughout this whole program, and this program excels in limitations that are contained in ordinary maps. Because Google Earth, as you all know, it allows you guys to view mass areas based on the satellite imagery that they get from satellites up in space. And what this is allowing us to do, we can see buildings in 3D. Google Earth also supplies the options of viewing ocean floor and surface data from marine experts, along with experience a trip to the moon. This is Google Earth right here. Yeah, we were actually doing stuff in Queens. That's where most of our research was based in. Flushing, Queens, as I said, that's where we were doing our research again. These are just pictures, so you guys can basically see what we're going through every day. This is another picture of Empire State Building. Asset visualization. This feature also produces data through the program Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is a powerful application you can use to create format, spreadsheets, analyze, and share to make more informed decisions. Through this program, data was keenly observed, allowing better conclusions to be drawn without making uneducated guesses. The result that we found while we were doing our research in Queens was there was actually, based on the past blackouts in Flushing, Queens, we found minimal leakage or shortage of breakouts of electricity in Flatbush, Queens. Therefore, concluding that the chance of a blackout occurring in the near future is really unlikely at this time. And yeah, this is these are like the results that we were using with the Flushing, Queens to determine if there would be blackouts in the near future based on past experiences. And iPod. iPod is this tester is an electronic device used to verify the electrical installation of the cable, printed circuit board, electrical motor, transfer, or other wired assembly. An iPod tester is used to perform a high potential test. Generally, a iPod tester consists of a source, high voltage, a current meter, a switching matrix used to connect the high voltage source and the current meter to all the contact points in the cable. iPod is a term coined by Con Edison. It shows power quality and power usage in the network. ACD, DC, not AC/DC the band, but yes, ACD. AC is alternating current. AC refers to a form in which electricity is delivered to a business and residents. The usual waveform of the AC power current is a sine wave, as you guys know in the copies. A direct current, DC, is an unidirectional flow of electrical charges. Direct current is produced by such sources as batteries, solar cells, and these are basically other types. In the near future, like when we're doing this project, maybe next year, in a few months, or maybe in a few weeks, with further research and more funding by Con Edison, we hope to use computational machine learning to test the future blackouts in Manhattan. We've already tried the Bronx, but also other areas of the Bronx too. These are references. And acknowledgements. We would like to thank HCS, all of you guys, the staff. I keep saying we because I had a partner last year that was supposed to be a part of it with me, but he's no longer here. We'd like to thank Columbia University, Professor Ross, Dr. Seth, God bless Dr. Seth. But we didn't actually work there. We were in Columbia. What we were doing was just getting research from. It was a mistake.